Hey guys, I wanted to thank our sponsors GameFlip ICO, where you can get paid to play video games. Check out their token sale page for more information and a chance to win $1,000 in GameFlip tokens by signing up for their newsletter. Their ICO starts on December 4th and runs until January 29th.
Hey, how's everyone doing today? It is Sneh here at Crypto Somniac. Hope everyone is doing okay. I am, this is usually a different computer than I'm using right now, but hopefully you guys could hear and see me okay. Yeah, let's go through this, guys. Let's go through this. Let's see what you guys are, what's going on. I mean, BTC, the CME futures came out today. Now, what are the CME futures? CME is a Chicago mercantile exchange. So they just announced their futures, and today was the day that they were releasing them, and that was today at 3 p.m. Eastern. So not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, I was predicting something better or worse, but if you haven't checked it out, we have a 24-hour live stream here. If you want to just keep up to date on the market, what's happening. So we've dipped it quite a little bit, but again, nothing too bad. Nothing past our previous support of high. I mean, I still think we're still in hodl territory here. You can hear and see me perfectly. Thank you. This is not the usual computer I'm at. I'm actually not actually at home right now. So, but I still was like, hey, I gotta update everybody. So I was like, so. Gonna go quiet. I heard BTC was gonna go quiet. Yeah. Well, let's just go through the charts first and see what's going on. Hello. So we have the live chat open. So any questions you guys have that you may have, but just go ahead and throw them in the live chat, and I will get to them as soon as possible. But first things first is that we need to go over CME futures and how the market reacted. So I actually am drawing out this line here from the past couple days. We're only on the 30 minutes, so nothing too crucial here. But this was a line that I saw that was going forward. I updated the live stream, the Crypto Somniac sleepless live stream here, 24-hour live stream with this exact concern. But I did update that, and this is where we're at, and we almost exactly bounced off those previous lows, that upward resisting low point there. So not too bad at all. I mean, I definitely thought we were going to continue to rally. Specifically, I mean, everyone was kind of banking on everything being all right. And I'm not saying everything wasn't all right. CME futures obviously did impact the market significantly. Almost $1,000 drop here. We're sitting at about let's see, 18.5 right now, and we're sitting at 19.8 right before, but not about 19.7, so 19.7K, and now we're sitting at 18.5. Obviously, a significant drop, $1,000 drop. But again, cryptocurrency is super volatile. Super volatile. And CME was CME actually is a bigger exchange than actually has 55 times the volume as CBOE. So we were definitely expecting some sort of movement, right, guys? So it was totally expected. If you would have seen last week's, that was the 10th here, guys. So right around here, we saw a sharp drop off, anticipating the move, and then we saw a steep increase right after. So everyone was pretty much anticipating that, okay, that futures release was actually going to help the market, and the bulls are going to be right back into force. But apparently, what they say is, you should expect the unexpected. When you're coming to look at the markets like this, especially the crypto markets, it's definitely very interesting to see such a steep drop-off immediately after CME futures. I guess the price was I guess the futures announcement was already priced in at that point. So it is interesting to see this, nevertheless, that this price action, even though it wasn't predicted, that it did happen in the manner that was predictable, right? So let's just go through it, continue to go through it. So I'm just going to zoom back out, and we're looking at the 30-minute MACD. And it looks like we're continuing this downside here. We don't know if we're going to break through that blue support here. Let's zoom back up in here. We don't know if we're going to break through this support yet. I really think it will continue to bounce. Maybe get to the 19,000. Hopefully we'll break past that 19,000 by the end of the day. And we have another 5-6 hours till the end of the day, at least in the Pacific time zone. Obviously, East Coasters are a little bit ahead of us. So I'm thinking we make some sort of decision point relatively soon. If we do zoom into the 15-hour MACD, we're continuing that downside, but it was almost a bull trap here. Thinking that, hey, maybe we spiked back up. We saw a little bit of a volume spike, and now we're spiking right back down. And we're actually going to show you the volume candles here. So we're seeing significant bear pressure coming in, significant sell pressure coming back into the market, and it'll be interesting to see if we actually could break out from that. And we'll continue looking at this BTC charts. I think we definitely were a little bit inflated. I mean, even if you just look at the MACD, looking at this point, the RSI was kind of high, and we were predicting a small short sell-off. The lazy bear squeeze momentum has been broken. I don't know why my indicator's been broken on that portion, but yeah, it's been looking like this, kind of weird. Stochastic RSI, we're looking really low, so I'm predicting that we almost make a slight little correction at our support line. So hopefully that'll be the case. But for now, the downside is continuing. And I'm not telling you to short it. I'm not your financial advisor, not your legal advisor. But it is something to look into deeply. And make sure you're setting your stop losses at, because if we do start breaking these supports, especially this critical support of 17.5, I think 17.5 is one of the biggest critical supports we have. I have a stop loss at 17.6. We have incredible support until 17.5. I'm not saying that, hey, short the market until 17.5, but it is important to really determine that, really to be safe, to take some profit, if we continue to break through these supports. So definitely do need to continue seeing that. Hello, guys. Thank you to so much, Ryzen, Crypto Cartel, Rodrigo, all of you guys, Slava G. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. Super loyal viewers, and I really appreciate it. Again, I'm still getting the hang of this thing, guys. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Smash that like button. Smash that like button, that thumbs up button rather, if you do like the content. Really do appreciate it, guys. Yeah, let's get back to it. Oh yeah, guys, and we just updated CryptoSonic.com. It's pretty much lightning speed now. I could take away filters if you don't like it, but even you hot stories. But check it out, guys. Super cool stuff. We have a portfolio tracker coming soon. But anyways, let's get back to the main event. So we're going to continue talking about Bitcoin just for a few more minutes here. Again, RSI looking pretty decent on the 15-minute. I mean, it's looking like we could see a reversal somewhat soon. But again, for now, I think if you did want to pick some up, picking some up at 18.25 is 18,250 is not too bad. Not too bad. CME totals, snore, expecting more. So I totally hear that out, Crypto Cartel. I was definitely thinking that we were going to rally, just like the previous time when CBOE did get released. But what we saw instead was immediate short sell here. And we don't know if we're going to break through this support yet, but it is important to make sure you're setting your stop losses at these support levels or even above these support levels. So you do want to take this as a holistic approach that, hey, that CME futures was going to, rally the market. And I still think in the long term it's going to rally the market. I don't think there's a too drastic impact of the futures market as everyone was expecting. I think we'll continue to rally upwards and onwards to that 20K mark. Maybe we'll even hit that 20K sometime in the next week. But for now, we saw an immediate short sell. Nothing too bad because the bulls are still buying up all this dead volume. People are still buying up here, but if there's more volume, sell volume coming in, I don't think we will be able to. I don't think we will be able to sustain this market, sustain this price action. We might break down to that lower tier level here, but let's actually pull this out to the hourly here. And we're going to look at the 66 candle average here. So I'm actually going to draw this here just to the recent low to the recent high. And hold on. And yeah, well, let's do that first. So I'm going to have fib retracement from this recent low to this recent high here. And that's not what I want to do. I want to get that 0 on top. Whoa. I want to get that 0 on top here. And we want that 1 down there. So I'm thinking we could even break past it. That 0.5 mark is pretty critical, but again, we have that upward trending support. I really don't know about this one, guys. This is tricky. Even I'm saying it's tricky right now because again, this is unprecedented territory that we have hit across. We're at all-time highs here, guys. These are clearly all-time highs, and you know, we're looking towards 20K, which is very huge psychological level. If I see 20K on a price indicator or on my watch or in my portfolio tracker, I'm more likely to sell off than I am at 19.9, right? It's just a psychological level at that point, and we're at unprecedented territory. But I truly believe that we won't break through this support, and you know, I could be totally wrong. Again, I'm not your financial advisor, but this is something that you have to be worried about, and you know, set your stop losses accordingly. I mean, I don't expect it to break through, but I'm going to be careful, and I'm going to set my stop losses accordingly. And we're going to look through the rest of the market, specifically Ethereum and Litecoin, and of course Neo. I mean, what a great breakout! But everything's been breaking out. All my virgins out there, all XVG people, are pretty much in rejoice right now, up over 200%. Absolutely amazing. So it's definitely crazy. Good day from Australia. I have a lot of Aussie fans, and really appreciate it. Have a couple of cousins out in Australia. You guys are bullish on cryptos, huh? Out in Australia. I know so many more Australians who, I don't even know that many Australians, and I know so many more Australians that are actually a lot more bullish on cryptocurrencies than they are than in America. So pretty cool stuff. Let's continue going through your questions, but first, actually, let's go through ETH, and we'll look at the USD indicator for now. I think the USD indicator shows the most significant drop off for ETH, actually, comparatively to Bitcoin. So I said this was a decent pickup out here, and we're gonna buy under here. Again, that is a very low price. I said it's under 600. That was a while back. So we'll continue looking at that, but let's draw this out first. I mean, this is just a rough estimate here. This is not a very strong support here. I wouldn't call this a strong support. Even this would probably be even stronger than what I'm charting out right now. Something around this line here. Yeah, and so we're not seeing too much predictability here in Ethereum, but again, we did see that immediate sell-off with CME futures coming online. Maybe that's people seeing the Bitcoin prices is super low and saying, hey, I have all these amazing Ether gains. I need to buy right back into Bitcoin. So maybe we're seeing that, and we'll check out the BTC indicators and see if it was as much as a significant drop as we saw here. So I'm looking at Ether right now, and I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I think this Ether is getting hit harder than Litecoin in general, Litecoin and Bitcoin in general. So it is important to look at this, and we're going to continue looking at the indicators here. MACD's down. Let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hour probably just crossed. No, 4 hour. Wow. So that was a really nice trap here. It was a really nice bear trap here, saying, hey, you know, we think we're going to go up and we're going to cross. And once we see that MACD cross on the 4 hour, very nice indicator saying we are going to continue heading onwards and upwards into the future here. So very interesting to see here. again, that 600 mark, I don't think we're going to hit that anytime soon. Again, that prediction, that was a very good buy under here. That was a pretty good price for me to buy under there. Specifically, if you're looking at the BTC chart, again, if you're on Kraken, you use XBT. I got to get off of Kraken. Kraken's not working right. I just found some BTC in Kraken, and I was just like, I got to get off of this exchange and into my wallet because I couldn't even access it at times. So if you're a Kraken user out there, be wary, guys. Be super wary. So let's continue looking at this. RSI looking closer to 50, which isn't telling us much, but that's a neutral. Really nice and neutral, but that 4 hour looks horrendous here. 1 hour looking terrible. Let's look at 30 minute. 30 minute looking terrible. So I think we still have some time until we hit. I think maybe we'll bounce off that 700 at least once or twice. So yeah, I think we'll bounce off that 700 once or twice before we make a more definitive decision. But it's interesting to see what we'll do. What if it breaks the 17.5 strong support zone? There's a lot. I don't want to speculate here, but let's go to GDAX real quick and check it out. So we're gonna view exchange, and you don't even need to log in. If you have a Coinbase, you have a GDAX. Just a FYI, guys. If you have a Coinbase, you have a GDAX. So let's look at BTC USD, and we're gonna go through the depth chart actually first. And let me just show you. We have support all along here, guys. So I'm not saying that 17.5 is the strongest support, but around this, you see this exponential slope here. So I want to say around 16,000 is probably, if we get below 16,000, I would be worried. I would be taking lots of profit because, that's relatively very low. And we're still at 18,699. Again, I'm still bullish on the market as a whole. On the average, I am still bullish on the market. So just as a disclaimer. And we're going to look through ETH/USD. ETH/USD not looking too bad either. Again, still bullish on the market as a whole. But I think we will bounce off this trend line before the bulls come back in, saying, hey, especially these support lines, these critical support lines like 18.5 and 700 for ETH. And we'll continue to look at this throughout the night or throughout the stream here. And I think you should definitely continue to look at this throughout the night and set your stop losses accordingly. Again, guys, if you do have any comments or questions, let me know, and I will definitely address those. Again, let's continue going through here. So ETH again. I think if this continues to hold, if this continues to consolidate, what I was saying was what I've been telling everyone in our private discussion group is you should be buying ETH up until $1,000. And I'm going to create a video about this relatively soon. I no longer think ETH is a altcoin. I no longer think ETH is an altcoin. So what does that mean? I no longer think ETH is an altcoin. I think Ethereum is fundamental to so many cryptocurrencies, whether that be just a token swap or actually running on the platform, specifically in Q1 and Q2 of 2018, that other cryptocurrencies cannot even compete right now. When you're looking at huge price increases in Cardano, Qtum, and Neo right now, which are all competitors to Ethereum, you should take that with a grain of salt, considering they have no projects, even in 2000. I think there's a couple of Neo that actually have a mainnet launching in 2018, and on that I think it's Q3 or Q4 in 2018. So just keep that in mind, guys. Once a lot of these projects on the Ethereum platform start to take off in the Q2, Q1 in 2018, I think it's going to be an explosion for Ethereum. I think, like we saw for the ICO craze of 2017, everyone starting their own ICO pump and dumps, and huge gains in the Ethereum. I think we'll continue to see that with with Ethereum, with the ICO mainnet launching. And there's several that I'm really bullish on, specifically Kyber, specifically OMG, and specifically Sonam, that are all running Sonam SNM like Gollum, but a lot better run than Gollum. So I do definitely think that it's definitely going to impact the market significantly, and that a lot of people in the near future are going to be saying, "Wow, you got Ethereum under $1,000, congratulations!" And I don't even think that we'll even get into the 600s, low 600s. I don't think we'll ever get back there. That's how bullish I am on Ether. Of course, anything could happen. Donald Trump could say, "Hey, regulations," and we could see a $5,000 Bitcoin in an instant, right? So again, super volatile market. But keep in mind, Ethereum, lots of product launches are going to come up, and you do not want to short Ethereum to the point where you're not holding any. I think it's too risky at this time. And this is not my technical side speaking. This is my fundamental side speaking and ideological side speaking, considering that Ethereum is one of the first smart contract enabled cryptocurrency platforms out there. I don't think you should be shorting this. I mean, it is just so risky. It's so incredibly risky. Scalability issues completely aside. I mean, Ethereum is having a hard time scaling, guys. I mean, that's obviously a given. Oh, let me get back to here. Sorry, guys. That's obviously a given. We're having a really hard time scaling. I mean, if CryptoKitties could shut down Ethereum, think about other cryptocurrencies and other projects that are going to start running off of the Ethereum blockchain. So do be careful, guys. Do definitely be careful. I don't think the market will slow down over Christmas. Absolutely, I do not think so either. I think this is just a slight correction, little bit of fear coming out of the market. So it is definitely interesting, guys. Definitely, guys. Like bucket smash. Thank you, Minju. Minju, long-time viewer here, super long-time viewer. I think he's one of our first viewers here. Really appreciate you, Minju, being here wherever you may be. First time being on here. Great analysis on the market. Thank you. Again, smash that like button, guys. Go over to facebook.com/cryptosomniac and twitter.com/cryptosomniac and share, and we will give away some free Kyber at the end of the stream. So do check that out. Is your website running off the blockchain? No. No, it's not. We are centralized, right? But a good centralized. We don't censor. Unlike Reddit, we don't censor. I think he meant smash the... Okay. All right. You just mentioned stop loss of 16.5. What percentage of you are holding? So right now, I am Bitcoin heavy. Bitcoin and Ethereum heavy. I shouldn't say just Bitcoin heavy, because I think right now I'm around 30-40% into Bitcoin and around 20 to 25%. Even fluctuates to 35% sometimes into Ethereum. And the rest are altcoins. And don't get me wrong, I have a ton of altcoins. I have a variety of altcoins. I have a ton of Neo. Right now, actually, due to the Neo and Verge spike, my altcoins are actually, I think I have almost around 40%, 48 to 49% last time I checked altcoins right now. And right now, I'm not considering Bitcoin or Ethereum as an altcoin anymore. So just keep that in mind, guys. That I am very bullish on Ethereum for the long term, and so I am no longer going to call Ethereum a altcoin anymore. I think it's too integral part of the cryptocurrency market, but I already went over that whole spiel. Rewind if you want to listen to that spiel. Okay. Can you look at ENJ? So we're going to continue looking through the markets, but first let's go through LTC and kind of see. We actually never went through ETH BTC, so we'll actually go through ETH BTC first. Again, let's see Ethereum BTC pairing, and we didn't see too much of a sell-off here. Exactly, we did not see too much of a sell-off. So what that's indicating to me is that's not a sell-off for Ethereum. That's a sell-off for Bitcoin, and with Bitcoin's drop, everything drops. So that's what it's saying to me. So I am going to. It's actually looking pretty tempting to accumulate some more Ethereum, but I've been holding off. I I think I've got a nice little balance going on with my Ethereum. Again, I'm super bullish on it, but I think I have enough, and it's good to take a lot of risk at this time. You're an early adopter. By the way, congratulations if you're watching the stream, guys. You are an early adopter. You are like an email user of 1994, guys. You are like, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the best comparison. If you knew anyone who was using email in 1994, they were such early adopters, and if they invested in an email platform or an email IPO, which was the biggest craze back in the tech boom in the 90s, or the internet boom in the 90s, you would have known that you were foreseeing the future here. Now, almost 85% of all adult population, adult world population has email addresses. So if we get to that level in cryptocurrencies, which I'm definitely expecting that we will be in the relative short term here, going through 2020, I think we'll hit 30-40% penetration of the market. Right now we're at 0.5% of penetration. So congratulations for you watching the stream. You're an early adopter. You're going to have a hard time convincing your friends and family, as I have. But you know, stick with it, guys. You don't even have to convince them. They could FOMO in at Bitcoin at 100,000, right? You've been buying Bitcoin at under 10. So congratulations, guys. Is GDAX only for America? I don't think you could access it in Australia. I'm not particularly sure about multi-man. So definitely do your own research on that. I'm not really sure about that. Will we ever see anything below 10K? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I think with market adoption, we're going to be seeing unprecedented levels of Bitcoin price action. Again, everyone should hold one Bitcoin, at least one Bitcoin. Guys, and what people don't understand, especially Wall Street, is that we, early adopters, are highly ideological. I'm not giving up my Bitcoin, my huge amounts of invested Bitcoin and time invested and research that I've done. I'm not going to give that up without a fight, right? I'm not going to give that up at 25. I'm not giving it up at 30K. I'm not giving it up at 45K. When I see more and more market adoption, it'll only increase my mentality, and it'll only make me better and better, saying, hey, I'm not gonna short Bitcoin anytime soon. And it's a tough pill to swallow right now, buying Bitcoin at 20,000 or 18.5. Might as well be 20, right? If you're looking at the fees, right, it might as well be 20. But do be careful about that, guys. Do definitely be careful about that. It's important to understand that we are an ideological group right now, saying that we believe in Bitcoin more than we do these corrupt governments, and Bitcoin is borderless. Anyone in the entire world can invest in Bitcoin, and we're finally understanding that our government, it doesn't matter our, meaning America or Australia or Japan, you can't entrust a group of people to print cash. Unknowingly, they literally just print cash until they fix their budget, or they print cash indefinitely. It's not backed by anything. They just can print cash is all willy-nilly. And this is exactly what we're seeing right now. We're seeing insane levels of debt. We're seeing multi-trillion-dollar debt here in the United States. We're seeing the student loan debt bubble here. I would call it a student loan debt bubble. So the student loan debt bubble is 2 times bigger than the real estate debt that we had. 2 times bigger than the real estate. Again, you can't default on your loans, your student loans, like you can on a house, which is kind of terrible, right? Like, there's only 2 things you can't default on is student loans and child support, which is kind of ridiculous, right? That's one of the only 2 things you can't. I understand child support. I mean, you should be taking care of your kids, but student loans, I mean, you're 18, you don't really know what you're doing, and you can't default on them. So you're literally indentured for life. And this is absolutely a bubble here. And so it is important to know that Bitcoin is more of an ideological movement rather than a price action or a price action movement. And you'll see more and more institutional and regular Joes investing into Bitcoin. So definitely interesting, guys. Okay, let's keep going through it. Let's keep going through it, guys. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. We're gonna go through Litecoin here. Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to get too philosophical with you guys today, but you know, especially with CME futures and a lot of FUD going around, I just wanted to tell you guys like my stance on Bitcoin and what I believe in Bitcoin. I mean, that's why I'm still not a big Ripple fan. I hold Ripple because I think it can make me a lot of money, but I'm not a Ripple fan. I'm not a big Ripple fan. I'm not a big Stellar Lumens fan. I'm not into centralized digital currencies. That's not why I invested in Bitcoin in the first place. But again, that being said, I still hold some Ripple because that is specifically for the Coinbase rumors that may or may not be true. But it's also a very good hedge against Bitcoin. If Bitcoin sees any sort of turmoil with regulations, we'll see Ripple kind of stepping in there for a little bit of a relief, for a little bit of a budgetary relief there, right, guys? So we're seeing this strong little support here. Again, LTC USD not taking a hit at all. Litecoin staying relatively firm here. We didn't even see that much sell pressure regardless. We're going to look at the 15-minute, and the 15-minute looks fantastic, guys. I mean, that looks just fantastic here on the MACD. RSI looking low. We may even bounce off the support, and looking like a decent time for me to, if I had fiat, I do have some fiat, of course. Looking like a decent time to buy some Litecoin right now with USD. But let's continue to look at Litecoin BTC as well, just to see what's going on here. Not too bad as well. Litecoin Bitcoin pairing. Look at that. This is just strong consolidation. Again, we're in the 15-minute. I'd rather look at the 30-minute here. We're looking at just strong consolidation here. I mean, we saw a little bit of a dip, but nothing too drastic. Fantastic stuff coming from Litecoin, guys. Fantastic stuff. Let's see the 15-minute for the BTC indicator, or BTC pairing rather. And yeah, some more consolidation going on. I would definitely look for some more volume, and the RSI is almost dead even at 50 here on the 15-minute. Wow, stochastic RSI still doesn't give us much of an indicator here. Lazy bear wave momentum here, not looking too bad here. Let's see if I could expand that right. Let's expand this bad boy. Okay. All right, let's reset that scale. Okay, that's looking much better. So that's showing we're seeing a cycle of bull movement. Again, 15-minute indicator, not too bad. But let's look at the hourly. I think we'll definitely see some sort of a decision point here. I definitely don't think we'll continue on this blue trend here. I think we'll consolidate here on the short term. I think it's too early until Bitcoin makes a move. I definitely do think it's profit taking is going to be big for Christmas. But again, when I go home for Christmas, I'm going to have 50 to 60 family members I see, and they're going to ask me what Bitcoin is. And you know what I'm going to tell them? I'm going to tell them, they're going to ask me what's the best time to buy Bitcoin, and I'm going to say now. Now is always the best time to buy Bitcoin. If you're new to this channel, go check out our website, and you'll understand, or you'll get our free Bitcoin beginner's guide here. Just subscribe to the newsletter, absolutely free, guys. Just go ahead and do that, and you'll get your free Bitcoin beginner's guide. But if you're new to this channel, again, I am a little bit more ideological, but for me, it's the bottom line. If it's not making me money, I love the technology and I love the philosophy behind Bitcoin, but if it's not making me money, I'm not going to invest in it. That's just how I am. It's the bottom line for me. This is my full-time job. This is all I do pretty much. So just be wary, guys, and now is a decent time to buy Bitcoin. I always say now is always the right time to buy Bitcoin, because as more and more people learn about Bitcoin and what it's fundamentally trying to do, as the state of the United States and other countries, and we are seeing inflated prices throughout the tech market, throughout the bonds market, and we're seeing inflated prices again in the real estate market here in the United States, coupled with the student loan bubble that we have going on with massive debt. specifically among millennials. I mean, back in the day, a minimum wage job and a one income and a minimum wage job could buy you a house back in the 70s and 60s. Nowadays, it takes 2 college-educated degrees to afford anything out here in California. And that's after several years of saving up for a down payment. And then again, you're indentured, mortgage. Pretty crazy, pretty cool thing. What's his name? The Dollar Vigilante said what a mortgage was. Mortgage is a French term that it comes from. It literally means death pledge. A mortgage means death pledge. Means I'm giving my life to this loan. Essentially, that's essentially what you're doing, right? Again, you could default on it, and a lot of people do that. But it's wary to me that we just continue to pump up the prices for the market. We are printing dollars nonstop throughout the world, and something has to change. And I think Bitcoin is not the answer, but it is relatively safe thing to do, right? Relatively safe thing to do, guys, or safe thing to invest in. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up button. This is not usually my the computer I stream on. I'm actually out of town, but I had to update you guys on the market, and this is my laptop here. That's why you don't see the nice production quality and the green screen. And usually we're streaming to Facebook and Twitter at the same time, but hopefully the stream is acting okay. And we went over Litecoin, we went over Ethereum, we went over Bitcoin. Rewind that. If you want to hear my thoughts on it, we are seeing some tremendous consolidation here throughout the big three here, or anything that Litecoin and anything that Coinbase supports right now, which is by far the biggest Western exchange, and the biggest exchange on the other hand is BitHum, right, and Bitfinex, and they I think they're always competing with each other. So it's important to look at the whole picture here. But it's interesting to see nevertheless. But we're going to continue going over these prices here and going over some of our altcoins. And let's look it through, okay? And guys, leave me a comment if you want to hear. Oh, wow, there's a lot of comments here today. Leave me a comment if you want to know anything or go over a specific coin. Will we ever see anything below 10K? Possibly. What's going on with IOTA? IOTA, big scam. Not big scam, but they don't even have smart contracts enabled, guys. They don't even have smart contracts enabled. How the hell are you supposed to do anything on IOTA, machine-to-machine learning, if you don't even have smart contracts enabled? That's very peculiar to me that everyone is so bullish on IOTA and they don't even have smart contracts in the works. I mean, I've been trolling through GitHub and I haven't seen anything or any sort of evidence. I Googled it. I asked our team. I asked the multiple Slack channels that I entered and multiple Telegram channels that I entered. It's in the works, but it hasn't been released yet, and that's worrying to me. And coupled with that, they said they had a partnership with Microsoft, but that turned out the co-founder came out and said, "Hey, that's not a partnership; they're just a participant." Partnership and participant is a big difference, guys. So be wary of IOTA. Again, it's being suppressed right now. But they have some more other great partnerships coming up, allegedly. So, of course, I'm still holding on to a little bit of my IOTA, but I sold off a lot, as well as my Vertcoin. But Vertcoin's making a nice little rally back. Vertcoin is actually, they're coming out with a mobile wallet now, if you guys have been keeping up to date to the market. Their mobile wallet's like 99% done. And I think a mobile wallet's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. So, definitely keep an eye out on that as well. Please analyze Electroneum. We'll look over Electroneum, absolutely. Cardano will be there. Cardano, again, still really early. I mean, this is speculative stuff. If you saw the Neo chart, let's go over Neo actually first, because everyone's going to ask about it, and you have every right to ask about it. I mean, we saw tremendous price action with Neo, but let's actually go to the daily, and I want to show you what happened. Okay. We saw a tremendous pump, some consolidation, and another tremendous pump. And we're seeing these pump, and then we're seeing one hump, two hump, and we saw one hump, two hump. Could this be a time for the next hump? Possibly. But again, this is what I want to show you here. Neo is a competitor to Ethereum. Cardano is a competitor to Ethereum. Again, these decentralized third-party platforms, just like Ethereum. This is what they are. They're smart contract enabled platforms that you're able to build dApps upon. That's what Neo is. That's what Ethereum is, right? And we saw this. And if you would have bought up here, this huge rally here, there's a massive rally here, guys. Like this is, I don't even want to estimate. I want to give you the exact numbers here because this is how ridiculous that rally was. Hold on, guys. Guys, we saw a 2,500% increase for Neo. And what did we see throughout the rest for the last 3, 4, 5 months? We just saw consolidation, drop off, consolidation, drop off, consolidation, drop off, because it's not usable yet. Neo, there hasn't been any ICOs successfully. There has been some, don't get me wrong, there has been some ICOs that are successfully run on Neo, but we haven't seen that mass scale adoption that we've been seeing for Ethereum. This is why I think Ethereum is still a safer choice, and I no longer consider it a altcoin anymore. I no longer consider Ethereum an altcoin. I love Neo. I'm holding on to my Neo. I bought Neo for under $1. I haven't sold a dime. I know the value of Neo. I do know the value of Neo, and I'm not saying you should go short Neo. But what I'm saying is, when you're talking about Cardano or Qtum or Lisk or anything, and a lot of people will say, okay, well, yeah, these are great projects, but again, just to get out there, these are completely unproven projects. And we're going to see consolidation in Cardano, considering it's so much newer than Neo and Qtum. I mean, Qtum and Neo, they've been suppressed for a long time. They've been suppressed for a long time until they really popped off again. So what I'm seeing with Cardano right now is the first pop off. And we're seeing a 25 billion token supply. Just be careful here, guys. 25 billion. Let's go back to cryptosomniac.com. And again, around 26 billion token supply compared to your 100 billion token supply of 100 million, token supply of Neo. Right now we're circulating at 65, but the total supply is 100 million for Neo. So we're going to continue looking at this, guys, but just with Cardano, that's just a nice little. I'm still holding on. I bought Cardano at 2 cents once I watched that interview with the CEO. CEO was a co-founder of Ethereum along with Vitalik. So that is also another important aspect to understand. So just be careful, guys. Just be careful. We could totally see a nice little sharp drop off here with Cardano, but let's continue to go through Neo. I know that's what you guys want to know about now. I mean, we saw that massive increase, but take a look at this, guys. So let me put this back out to the daily. So we saw a nice little high price increase here, and I said, hey, go ahead and buy Neo underneath this support here, and let's see how we did here. We only hit it. We hit it. Hold on, let me undid auto scale. So we said we not only hit it once, but we hit it twice under this support line here. And I was really expecting that we would hit it one more time, but we didn't hit it one more time. And we're seeing a tremendous, really nice price increase here for Neo. And we'll continue to look at that in the hourly. Let's see what's going on in the hourly. Hourly is actually looking not too bad, considering we may see a top cross here. Maybe time to profit take a little bit, but we're seeing some consolidation up on these higher levels here. Again, Neo has been suppressed for a while, guys, for a super long time, months now. So I think it was Neo's time to shine. So Sam came up with a really good video yesterday saying that these Asian coins, specifically Neo, Qtum, and OMG, they start to run together. So if you see a Qtum and OMG running, which they did run, OMG went to 14 and Qtum went to 30, we didn't see any price action for Neo. So it's just a no-brainer for us to buy Neo. So me and Sam are like, okay, let's pick up some Neo. And we picked up just a tad bit of Neo. We already have enough Neo in our accounts to really balance out our portfolio. We don't too much Neo, right? You don't want to be too Neo heavy. I believe in it, but do I believe in it more than Ethereum and Bitcoin? Absolutely not. So it's important to keep that nice little balance going on. I mean, I profit took Verge at 5 cents, and then again at 8 cents, and then now it's back at 5 cents. So you know, I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one too. Again, Verge, one of my risky investments. I'm not saying like I'm a go out and buy Verge, but it was my riskier investments, and you should absolutely be taking riskier investments. If you're not taking risky investments with cryptocurrencies, you should be close to retirement. Because I think if you're young and you have a little bit of extra cash, like what they sell you for your 401k, you should be riskier with your money when you're younger and you have less expenses in your future life. You're not saving up for retirement or things like that. But again, even I'm telling my parents right now, or I told my dad actually, maybe not your 401k, but there's such thing as a Bitcoin 401k. For Bitcoin IRA. I mean, you just Google it. I mean, it's been out for years, or I think it's the first time I saw it was early 2017. So it's been out for at least a year, right? So you can actually invest in your IRA, which is a $5,500 limit. So your IRA is $5,500 limit. So $5,500 in the United States. And you're able to invest into Bitcoin like that. So again, NEO's looking decent. I just wanted to get that out here. We're seeing some really nice consolidation here. I definitely think we're still at a decision point here, but it might be time to profit take. I think I may take some profit. I may set a stop loss here somewhere around here. I mean, that's some heavy consolidation going on around that 0.034 mark. So I may take a stop loss here, about 10-15% of my total NEO, and I am staking a lot of NEO. So I have an incentive not to trade my NEO. But again, I am going to be selling a little bit because I think it's important to profit take eventually, right? I think it's eventually good to profit take back into BTC. I trade altcoins because I want more BTC. I'm an altcoin trader, Bitcoin hodler. That's how I classify myself. And once it's time, I'm going to be cashing out my Bitcoin as well. I mean, a lot of my income comes from Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general. So I do have to cash out periodically, but I don't like to, right? I know the value of my Bitcoin, and I know the significance of Bitcoin, so I really don't like to cash out, but I do occasionally because, you know, I have to live and eat, right? PayPal 9X this week. So if you'd like PayPal, check out Hello Bloom, Stanford team. Me and Sam and I spoke to their co-founders. Really, really great guys. You should definitely check out Hello Bloom. I've noticed the pattern BTC USD on the hourly candles. Looks a lot like ETH USD on the daily candles. Can we see ETH took off, and I think BTC will follow a similar pattern. So thoughts on this? Looks like ETH USD on the daily candles. Okay. So let's look at that, and we will determine if that makes sense or not. So we're gonna look at ETH USD, and we're going to insert an indicator here. Again, you can follow along. Oh, whoops! We don't want to insert an indicator. Sorry. You can follow along if you'd like. I'm on TradingView, but this works on Coinigy as well. And I'm going to. Where is this thing? It's not insert indicator. It's not insert indicator. It's usually compare ad symbol. I'm blind. Sorry about that, guys. Bitcoin USD, and we're going to look at a big. So we're seeing. Whoa! What happened? Where did my chart go? Okay. So if you guys can see this orange line, hopefully you can. But we're seeing a similar pattern going on here. So we saw a drop off in Bitcoin, and we saw an immediate drop off on Bitcoin on Ethereum as well, rather. So we're seeing high correlation there, but Litecoin seems to be deviating from the pack. So that's why I'm saying Litecoin is the strongest performer right now of the Coinbase options that we have. I was 1 year old in the early 90s. I was an early adopter. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of why I'm really bullish on the crypto market. I mean, I spent my entire life, I'm a millennial myself, and looking through the tech boom and the internet boom, I've done so much research on it, so much. It's just so many indicators there saying like, this is what happened during the internet boom. This is what happened in the tech boom, and this is why it did so well. I'm seeing so many similarities here with the cryptocurrencies, so that's why I'm really bullish on it, and that's why I really want to keep on and hang on to it. Is there a charting program that shows us Binance coins? Absolutely, Multi-Man. Absolutely, there is. It's called Coinigy. So we're going to log in here. Oh, yeah, guys. If you have any questions, shoot us an email at cryptosomnic@gmail.com, and we'll get back to you. Okay, so I was actually looking at Modem. Hint, hint, I was looking at Modem yesterday. Took off, guys. So I did buy a little bit earlier today, so very nice for me. Not now. Thanks, LastPass. Okay. So we saw some significant sell-off, and I was actually predicting that. I was hoping we'd see some sell-off there. But let's continue going through your questions. I don't want to bore you. This is Coinigy, Multi-Man, and this is where you get it. QSP and EOS price predictions, end of year 2018, end of year 2018. EOS, as well as Neo, Qtum, Cardano, is one of the other big contenders. I'm more bullish on EOS than I am on Neo. I'm more bullish on EOS than I am on Qtum. I'm more bullish on EOS than I am on Cardano. I've been to 6 or 7 different blockchain conferences. I've been learning Solidity as well. And people, the general consensus is EOS is going to be a game changer, right? And that's what I truly believe. I think Dan Larimer is a genius. I think in 2018, 2017 was the year of Vitalik. Well, I think 2018 is going to be the year of Dan Larimer, and it's going to be amazing what we'll see coming out of EOS camp, specifically the So EOS has this hashing algorithm called delegated proof of stake, right? Sorry, not hashing algorithm, but your consensus algorithm is called delegated proof of stake, and that is so much more different than proof of stake. It is completely different than proof of work, and it is remarkable what delegated proof of stake can actually do. So definitely interested. Not big fan on Salt, Brandon Simmered. What are your thoughts on Salt? So not a big fan of that. Central banks are getting into crypto in 2018. No, they got into crypto in 2017. That's why you're seeing Fidelity with price trackers on cryptocurrencies. That's why you're seeing Japanese and South Korean banks put on regulations, because they're already testing Ripple in these South Korean and Japanese banks for remittances, so bank-to-bank transactions. So absolutely, this is already happening. This is already, institutional investors are already pouring in by the dozens. They're slowly pouring into the crypto space. So that's why I'm saying the right time to buy Bitcoin is now. Always now. Always, always now. Okay? Oh, Cointelegraph. Bitcoin futures explained. I'm going to check that out after the stream. Cryptos come for the gains, stay for the ideology. Absolutely. Saying, do you think ADA has room to grow, or do you see a small correction? So let's go over ADA, and we will determine that. There's a lot of good things coming out of ADA. I mean, if you guys would have seen that presentation, so there's a presentation that the CEO did. It's a fantastic presentation. You should absolutely go watch it. And he's a co-founder. Remember, the founder of ADA is the co-founder of Ethereum. So you're already more comfortable just knowing that, right? So just keep in mind, guys, this is still super hypothetical stuff coming on. So just be careful. Let's see what's going on. I don't really like that. I like this a little bit better. I said pick up under 1,000 Satoshis. We're so far away from 1,000 Satoshis. I don't know when I said this, but I obviously did not get that one right. I mean, look at that. I mean, I just exploded off. But again, I think it will get down under 1,000 Satoshis in the long term, because, again, this is very new stuff, and there's a lot of hype behind it. But, guys, this is not sustainable. I don't think this is sustainable, especially for a 25 billion token supply. We're going to see some consolidation back. So if you bought at this all-time high, I really, really feel bad for everyone who bought at this all-time high, because I know you're going to get burned. I just know it. I just, I've been burned like this hundreds of times. I mean, I know people that are bought into Neo at insane. Again, we're in the BTC indication. I'm not talking about USD. I think the USD value will sustain itself, right? But as BTC continues to grow, I don't expect ADA to boom like this, continue to boom like this. I think it's unsustainable in the long run. But we're going to look at the 4 hour here, and this is what I'm expecting for the 4 hour. This is the MACD, guys. So this is what I'm expecting. So that's what I'm expecting here. I'm expecting a sell-off here. Absolutely. Little Cardano burn tokens. I'm unaware of that. I read the white paper. I didn't see anything of the token burn. You're bullish on ETH, right? It's still too high to buy at the moment at 714. Again, there's a lot of things that need to be hashed out with the Bitcoin futures. We'll head back to BTC USD to kind of show you what I think is going to happen. So on the 4 hour, we're not looking too bullish, but it's a weak cross here, and then it's a weak other cross here. I think we may break through that blue line. I mean, that blue support here. So it's definitely something you should be wary of here, right? Definitely something you need to be wary of. So, okay, let's keep going through here. You're bullish on ETH. Is this too high to buy at the moment? Peace out, people. Finish off charting course with, yeah. Yeah, I will, Crypto Cartel. We're working on it right now. We're just so focused on the website right now. We have a newsletter coming out here in January, so it's going to be a subscription newsletter. So we have 6 writers right now. We've been developing this newsletter for the last 2 months, trying to figure out what people would like to see, whether that be price predictions or explanations on technology. So a lot of people, specifically a lot of people in this game, think they just look at the technicals and they don't look at news releases. They don't look at the technology. They don't look at public presence. That meaning marketing and regulatory impact or market adoption impact. And what we wanted to do was, me and Sam are both engineers here on the channel, and we wanted to bring an engineering background along with the financial background here. So a lot of cryptocurrencies that I invest in is more on an ideological and technological basis. So I'm confident that if I invest in a coin here, in one of my coins, one of the coins I've listed, that they do well eventually because their technology is, or their use case is unique or supreme, and that's what we really try to push here on this channel. So, just something to look out for. And what are these? All right, I need to delete this. There you go. Okay, looks a little cleaner, but not too great. All right, so let's continue going through your questions. Civic has not seen price action of 100,000. Can we see a burst in a few days? So Civic is interesting, right? Civic is definitely very interesting. Let's just go through Civic. So I've been accumulating Civic recently, very, very recently, and we'll continue. Where is Civic Bittrex? Oh, I'm blind. Okay. So I said buy right now. This is my buy moment, and I said 2,200 Satoshi stop loss. That was my Civic call, and I'm gonna continue buy it. I don't like buying things that are parabolic. You guys have known this. I mean, it's so easy to get burnt. I mean, let's look at NEO. I just want to go back to NEO BTC just to show you how ridiculous it was back in June. Was it June? Hold on, let me actually pull this out to the daily. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, guys. That's ridiculous. Hold on, let me just draw a price decrease now for this. In USD value, it didn't fluctuate much. I'll show you the NEO USD value. But guys, you lost 80% of your money if you bought then. Even if you bought at the dip, quote unquote dip, when it was going down, you're still 54% down. Oh, whoops. I guess I'm not actually at it. All right. You're still 41% down, guys. Or what is it, 27% down. That's still a significant loss. And I'm not saying NEO's a bad buy. I think NEO's a great buy right now. But when things go parabolic like that, it's not sustainable. It's just not sustainable. It's just not sustainable. Like, just realize that, guys. It's not. It's absolutely not. So be wary, guys. Be absolutely wary. My name is Craig Grant, and this is my Bitcoin wallet. No Ichimoku clouds. I have Ichimoku clouds. I usually hide them for the stream. Again, it shows you decent buy and sell levels here. Not too bad. Not too bad. Icon released today. Time to buy. So I didn't get on the Icon ICO. I wish I did. I was really trying to, but I just literally couldn't get in, and it's unfortunate because I was really looking forward to that. Let's see. Civic is a horrible hold. Absolutely. I mean, hold on. Let's actually look through it. What is wrong with this scale? Let's reset this scale. What is wrong with this scale? Let's go to the weekly, guys. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, we're seeing terrible movement coming out of here for Civic. Let's go to the daily. So this is the MACD for Civic here on Bittrex. We just crossed recently, back earlier in December 10th, only a week ago, on the daily. I think Civic has a very unique use case, and I particularly invest in use cases. But I shorted all my Civic as I saw it was tended to downcline, right? Oh, whoops. Tended to downcline. So it definitely interesting. Noel Boyle, did you miss my comment? 1 second. Sorry, Noel. Hold on. Have you heard of Pura? It uses Dash tag. So Dash is a centralized, decentralized currency. I think Dash is the most centralized currency out there. I hate masternodes. I mean, I don't hate masternodes, but I hate that Dash, like the top 1% of Dash owns like 70% of the Dash coins. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on investing in Dash. You can invest into Dash if you'd like, but for me, that is just not what I want to do. I don't want to invest in something like that. Again, we saw an amazing run up here in August with Civic, and then we've been seeing a decline for the last 4 months. And just now, I'm starting to accumulate some more Civic because I truly believe in this project, and I think now's its time to shine. Can you take a look at the ETN charts? You had to pay extra gas to get an Icon on time. I know, I did, but it literally sold out. I tried to get into the Civic ICO too. Sold out there as well. There's your IRA. No, you actually have to set up your IRA particularly. There's actually a tax form you have to fill out for your IRA. So you have to actually claim that you're putting $5,500 into an IRA. So imagine if you're making $50,000. If you put $5,500 into your IRA, the government now sees that your income is no longer $50,000 and it's actually $44,500. So it actually sees that you're making less, right? Could you cover PPT? I will cover PPT and I will cover ETN. My guy here has been asking, Declan Wall has been asking for ETN. So we're going to go over to Coinigy and look over ETN. What is ETN again? Hold on. Electronia. Yeah, of course, Electronia. I can't believe I forgot that. If you like Electronium, you should be checking out GameFlip. I know it's our sponsor, but I mean they have some if you want to talk about partnerships, yeah, you want to look at GameFlip for partnerships. They have Electronic Arts executives that they're partnered with, so check that out, guys. All right, ETN BTC. Where is it? Hold on, let me load one of my charts first. Again, guys, hit that thumbs up if you like the content. I would absolutely appreciate it. Trying to get some better and better content out here for you guys. You know, sky's the limit here, and what we're trying to do is, not only are we trying to say, okay, this is not only a good investment fiscally, so financially, not only is it a good investment, but technologically, you are a good investment, and your cryptocurrency is a sound investment. It doesn't matter if you are, what political stance you take, whether you're a capitalist or a socialist, or you're red or you're blue. It doesn't really matter. The one thing that we know for certain, guys, is technology prevails. And when I'm seeing these things like coal miners, you know, getting subsidized by coal miners, or, you know, truck drivers rallying, or taxi drivers protesting against Uber, you're protesting against technology. You're protesting against progression. And once you're already protesting on that, if you cannot adapt, you die. This is what survival of the fittest means. If you think that you're going to run a successful bookstore with ebooks, you know, breaking through all-time highs every single year, and Amazon being able to ship to your door any book around the world, and you think, okay, I'm going to start a bookstore, you're just dumb at that point. You're just dumb. And you know, I don't see any of these tiers for, you know, a lot of other industries. You know, I don't see any tiers for any other industry that's being automated out, whether that be truck driving, which is eventual automation, whether that be operators, so manufacturing operators in factories, so people who actually like are physically doing something with, and robots are taking over their jobs. I don't see any cries for them. So if you I'm investing in technology. This is what I'm investing in, and I'm trying to bring you guys along for the ride, because I truly believe that this is the future. All right, and smash that thumbs up button, guys. Just go ahead and smash it. Just destroy it, okay? Thanks, guys. Okay. So we're still continue to look at. Oh, we're on mute. Let's go to ETN. Sorry about that. On Cryptopia only, not my favorite. Okay. Wow, some nice rally, but wow, look at that, guys. That's insane. Insane drop off. I'm not touching this. I'm not touching ETN. The sheer fact that it doesn't have anything proprietary or any partnerships that are absolutely like mind-blowing to me. That it's not proprietary. There's hundreds of gaming ICOs out there, and there's nothing proprietary about it. I'm not touching ETN. When you're looking at gaming things and things that aren't proprietary, you're looking at development team, marketing, pre-existing companies, and partnerships. That's what you're looking at. And ETN doesn't really shine throughout. But again, if you believe in it, you stick to it, guys. You stick to it. It's good to take a healthy amount of risk. All right, let's go through it. Let's keep going through it. Cryptopia sucks hard. Absolutely. I don't know why that was tried to be blocked, but absolutely. Now we'll go over one or two more coins, and we'll call it a night. EOS, Wen Moon. Okay, let's go over EOS. I think EOS is a fair thing to analyze here. Let's look at the 4 hour. Wow, some really nice consolidation coming here. Lower and lower highs and lower lows. We're continuing to see lower and lower highs and lower lows. So let's draw that out. Let's draw out the lower and lower lows. It's pretty decent to me. That is a very short-term falling wedge. It's actually not looking too bad. Let's look at the 2 hour real quick. If you wanted to, you could pick this up and then set a stop loss somewhere around that 4,000 mark. But I think, is that 4,000 or 40,000? Hold on. Okay, I think I mean 40,000. Sorry. Hold on. Okay, so I mean 4,000 satoshis. That's interesting. I thought it was 40,000 satoshis. Okay, so I'm saying pick this up at 0.0004, if you can, or even if you want to pick up now. It's not a terrible time to buy right now. But again, there's a lot of uncertainty in the market, and I would set my stop loss as well. You never want to get burned. You never want to stay in a position that doesn't make you money. So just do know about that, guys. Just be careful about that. If you covered XRP and where it's headed, so that's a great idea, guys. And sorry I didn't get to everybody's. All right, here's what I'll do. Okay, I'll look at XRP, and I'll look at Verge. Okay, and then we'll call it a night. Sorry if I didn't get to your question, guys. I do apologize. TNT, I think TNT is Tyrion. I do like their aspect, but again, they're not in a niche market. I would look into Modem. I think Modem has a more niche market for data integrity, and that's what TNT is trying to do, right? So TNT is Tyrion, and they're looking at data integrity. I'm an automation engineer myself, so that's why I believe in cryptocurrency so much. I mean, I was an automation consultant. I've worked at 8 Fortune 500 companies, 2 of them remotely. One of them was just, it was a terrible experience, but most of them were great. But what they do is they bring me in, I automate the process, and then they lay everybody off that's not necessary. So for one automation engineer, you could do a job of around 20 operators. One automation engineer with automated equipment, 20 operators. And operators are, people actually performing the tasks out. Not only that, it's more accurate too. And it's data logged. So this is why I think cryptocurrencies is easily the future. I mean, it's all about automation here. This is totally what I think. So do check it out. All right, let's go over XRP. XRP, BTC, let's look at that. All right, let's just go into the Kraken charts. Okay. So we're seeing some fantastic consolidation here on the 2 hour, and let's look at the 1 hour, see if we ever crossed that 1 hour. We're seeing some more fantastic consolidation, and if you haven't known anything about XRP or Stellar Lumens, they will consolidate till you get old and die. I mean, they'll consolidate for months at a time. I mean, just look at this, like, steady price decrease. And then consolidation for months at a time here. Or with this, I'm on the 1 hour. Whoops. Let me pull this out to the daily just to show you guys. Look at that consolidation. Right before that huge boom off. So I bought back here. I sold off here, and I still have a little, but I haven't been holding too much. And again, a nice little decrease, and it was Stellar's time to shine, especially with the Bitcoin and the South Korea and Japan rumors that ended up being true. So they are testing. They are in the testing phase of remittances for bank-to-bank transactions using Ripple. So that's always important to see. So we're seeing increasing sell volume. I definitely think. So I set this order here. Hold on, let me go back to the 4 hour. So I put this indicator right here. So I said you should try to buy a bit down here. So we almost hit it. I definitely think it'll continue to break down. If it doesn't, whatever. No, if you miss an opportunity, there's always more down the street. Remember that, guys. Don't ever FOMO in. It's important to keep your mentality and healthy and structured. Invest in technology, partnerships, marketing, releases on cold hard facts. Don't go investing because everyone else is. Don't go doing that. Do it with confidence. Invest with confidence. Again, I'm not your financial advisor, so you can do whatever the hell you want. But guys, it's just like if you just would have bought up here, if you would have just started buying up here, you would have just been burned so bad. And I believe we'll definitely get below this 3,500 mark, and that's a better time to buy than it is back in the hours here. So buy, definitely a decent buy here. I'm not saying it's a bad buy at all, but it is consolidating, and I continue to think that we'll be hitting around the support board more. Excuse me. QSB hitting Coinbase, confirmed news. Good one. Vertcoin. Okay. And we're going to go through XVG because XVG just one of my riskier picks, and it exploded, right? Congratulations to everybody who was holding XVG for the long haul. I mean, let's go take a look at this. So if you're like me and you bought down here and you were just waiting and like, look, whatever this was, I don't even know what that was. My indicators get saved here. But I bought back here, and then we saw this huge boom, and then we're like, wow. But again, Bitcoin was only around like 2,000-3,000 here, and now we're seeing massive amounts of boom here. So 5 cents, insane amounts of volume coming in with XVG. Again, you should be profit taking this entire time. I took a lot of profit, without a doubt. I took a lot of profit, but I'm still holding on to about 50% of my XVG. But I've been taking profit regardless. Super Hard Dog, all in on LTC with 1,786 LTC at a $93 average. LTC. That's cool, man. That's cool. That's amazing. Congratulations, man. I mean, if the early adopters get all the credit. When people are saying, "Oh, you got lucky investing into cryptocurrencies," you got so lucky. No, this is not luck. This is because we took an interest. We saw that we spotted the trend. We understood that automation is the future. And we took the leap of faith. We took the leap of knowledge, really. We just said, hey, this is what's going to happen, and this is exactly what's going to happen. We're going to see more and more adoption for cryptocurrencies. I'm not saying Bitcoin is the king. I mean, it is a king right now, but I'm not saying it'll be the king forever. It'll eventually be dethroned, absolutely. Would appreciate LTC comment. So if you haven't checked out LTC, rewind to the beginning of my stream. We checked out LTC. Next, LTC is by far doing the best out of BTC and ETH. Out of any of the Coinbase, it is definitely it. So congrats to all the virgins out there. XVG absolutely blowing everything out of proportion here. Just destroying things right now. I mean, wow. Let's continue looking at that. Let's go to the hourly. Ooh, even the hourly doesn't look too bad, but we're seeing some sort of resistance here, right, guys? Like, whoa, that is a terrible. Don't judge me. All right. We're seeing some resistance there. What is wrong with my charting skills today? Okay. So we're seeing some resistance there, right? And this is a telltale descending triangle. What is a descending triangle? This means it's looking to break down. So I've been taking profits ever since. This is telltale signs of it. But again, it could not happen. This could be a trap here because the hourly looks amazing. Our side looks stable. Let's look at the 4 hours, see what's going on. 4 hours still looks pretty decent. And the hourly looks okay. I mean, let's look at the 30-minute. 30-minute looks decent. Wow, actually, it doesn't look too bad. So I may be holding on, but I'll be setting my stop loss somewhere around there, somewhere around 250, 240, around 240 satoshis is what I'll be setting my my stop loss at. Metal, we did a report on the Moon Lounge. So if you don't know what the Moon Lounge is, it's our private discussion group with just investors, like-minded investors like us. Need a sponsor? Let's make your channel 24 hours, please. You're awesome. Thank you so much. Smash that like if you do like the content. I'm still new. Sam's been doing this a lot longer than I have. I mean, if you look back, I mean, I've only been doing this for like 3, 4, 5 weeks. I mean, I've been investing in cryptocurrencies for about 4 years. I'm an engineer myself. But yeah, guys, smash that like button. Share this with your friends. Share this with your family. And just be like, hey, like, you need to see the future. Because you don't want to, people made millions. Uneducated people made millions just because they took a risk on the internet. Just because they took a risk on email. Do you want to miss out on all of it? I'm not saying, people are mortgaging their house for Bitcoins. I'm not saying do that. That's dumb. That's just dumb for me. I believe in it, but am I throwing everything I got at it? Well, partially I am. Yeah, I am throwing everything I got at it. But you shouldn't do that. I'm just saying it's not sound investment advice. Again, I'm not your investment advisor, but it's important to spot trends early, guys, early and young. And this is where, okay, XVG is going to be 1,200 sats in a month. Okay, so if you're saying XVG is going to be at 1,200 sats, so that's around triple the price. Let's just open up a calculator. Let me just show you how ridiculous that sounds. So right now it's at 5 cents, right? And if BTC stays the same price, so we're around 300 right now. So we'll say times 4. So you're saying 20 cents, right? So 0.20 is, that's 1,200 Satoshis, right? Whoops, I don't know what the hell that was, but now you're going to say 14 billion. 14 times 0.2. So you're going to say the market cap's going to be $2.8 billion? Get out. It's not going to be $2.8 billion. Come on. That's absurd. For Verge coin, you think Wraith Protocol is their new announcement coming up. This is why Verge is getting all this hype, and John McAfee tweeting about it as well. Again, you can learn all this about it in our newsletter. We'll have that coming out in January 1st here for you guys. And you can catch us on a live stream again. But if you really want the in-depth technology reports and our future picks deep down the road, sign up for the newsletter there, guys. You're saying it'd be $1. You're saying it's going to be $1. Okay. I mean, I just think that's it's a little far-fetched right now. Considering Ripple's not even $1 yet, right? So again, anything could happen. If it's $1, if Verge gets to $1, you won't be seeing me. I'll be on an island somewhere, and I'll still be streaming, but I'll be streaming from an island, somewhere tropical. And I'll be drinking my pina colada and eating grapes off the vine. I don't know. Whatever tropical people do, that's what I'll be doing. All right. Really, really appreciate it, guys. Really, really appreciate it, guys. Smash that thumbs up. Again, this is staying here at CryptoSomniac. Oh, almost forgot. We almost forgot here. We were going to give away some free Kyber. And what are we going to do? If you retweeted Sam's... Actually, let's do this on Facebook. Facebook, CryptoSomniac. Okay. We're going to go to Facebook, CryptoSomniac. And we're going to let it load. Sorry about this slow internet. I actually don't even think it's my internet. I just think it's just... So we have 6 shares. How to spot the next trend here? All right, we have 6 shares. Tran shared it once, twice. Sam shared it once. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5, guys. We have 5 shares, and we're gonna go to a random number generator. Again, Sam can't win. That's why I'm gonna say. Sam can't win. He's part of the channel. I'm not going to give him any free Kyber, guys. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and hit generate. So number 4, congratulations. You win wherever that Facebook page is. Again, go ahead and give us a like over here, over on facebook.com/CryptoSomniac or twitter.com/CryptoSomniac, and you'll be eligible every single day. We give out free Kyber. Kyber's booming. Kyber's booming, guys. It's like $2 right now. So congratulations to number 1, 2, 3, 4, Keith E. Wall. Congratulations. You won. Let me snip this out so I remember. I'm serious. Like we're gonna contact you and we're gonna hunt you down and we're gonna give you some free Kyber. No, I'm just kidding. If you want your free Kyber, you can get your free Kyber. Again, someone from our team will be reaching out to you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This is Stay Here, CryptoSomniac. I'll be here tomorrow, so check out my stream tomorrow if you want any of your questions answered. I try to go through all of them. Today, some of the smaller, more obscure coins didn't get a chance to go through, like TNT and Mu. Sorry about that, guys, but I will be doing that tomorrow. Again, peace out, guys. Oh, yeah, check out CryptoSomniac.com and check out our new 24-hour live stream channel. Go just type in CryptoSomniac Sleepless, and you can chat with me here. Like, I'll say, hey, I'm here. Okay? So I'm there if you want to chat with me there. Yeah, so we have QTime, Litecoin, and Bitcoin and Ethereum charts there. All right, guys. take it easy. This is Sneh here at Crypto Somniac. Whoa. Peace out, guys.